a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. The short hands, it's Brown. There he goes! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll try to get outside. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Makes the quick grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking for space. It's Owens. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. trying to pick up a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field, because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to...
He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You could see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. With the catch, it's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to SMU. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Grabbed over the middle, it's Owens. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Texas A&M going up-tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Bussey. On the move at the 30. Breaks away on the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quick.
And it's blocked. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Making side adjustments here. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage on the back end defensively.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Watkins. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory, and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Durham. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Toss to the outside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Caught behind the line. It's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. A&M comes back out with another first down. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Owens. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But You get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this.
Intercepted, number 19. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Going right to work up top. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Right out trying to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M going quickly.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking for room. It's Owens. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw again. Puts it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down. Turning it on. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Dropping back, it's Reed. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the move, it's Durham. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page playing.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up by 18 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Texas A&M going up tempo.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Bringing it back. Inside, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this has been the story of the game. everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making checks. The toss to the outside. There he goes. They get him stopped, but the
It's a top 15 matchup with added intrigue because the two power players in the sport, the Big Ten and the SEC, collide with conference supremacy at play. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Handoff here from the shotgun. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over. That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. That's reeled in. It's Lawrence. He seemed to brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Looking deep to the right side. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on 4th down. First drive of the game. Short connection to the tight end here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. They'll feed the back again. Get some space around the 30. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Clemson.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Screen to the wide receiver. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, that is a 1st down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I'll tell you, every single year on plays, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He escapes the pocket. And he's corralled just short of the line of scrimmage, but it'll be credited as a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's complete on the crossing route. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that 1st down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a man. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball for 31.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
First down, looking to throw the football. Dump off, caught by the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Man, how much fun is this guy to be able to watch with the football in his hands? He's a quarterback, and he has that kind of speed. I think he's one of the fastest guys in the country, and he picks up some big yards here.
The Tigers churn out another first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Touchdown, Clemson. Great connection there for 6 points.
But if somebody had a busted assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Brought down to the 32, so good job by the returner there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They've punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll try the right here. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. On the move now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. No huddle now for the offense. Defense not pressing this time. They'll run it here. Eludes a tackle. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The pass rush closing in. Tried to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a fourth down call. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking for his big tight end. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on fourth down, and they'll take over.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looking to pass here on second down. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Duggar. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory.
Here we go. Sack.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1 they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it in the open. Touchdown, Tigers. This quarterback on fire today.
you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. And it's caught across the middle. And now the defense able to bring him down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you don't play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Grab down the middle. It's Reed. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. 4th down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive, looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
And they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. 1st down in the red zone. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking for 6. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. It's a dart right down the middle. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Breaks loose at the 40. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Auburn.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Looking for some space. It's Duggar.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And, Chris, think about it over the years since you and I have been doing college football, going way back to guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Zips it down the middle. The ball is picked off. He's bringing it back. Past the 20. And he steps out of bounds after the great hit. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Toss it to the back, running left. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Can't quite get there. Defense forces him out at the 2.
And this defense is doing a really good job here. You're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. On the coverage team, pins him in and brings him down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Military, stun.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Tigers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st down, it's play action. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Defense able to deny the touchdown. He's brought down at the 1. Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. Design quarterback run. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he is not going to get there. The defense stops him short of the goal line.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Reed. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Great move in the open field. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Caught by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback in his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He pulls in the catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
To throw again. And the receivers got it. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Now here's the toss play. Quick spin on the run. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The clock is stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the marathon drive continues. You don't see this very often. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. They test the middle there, but get nothing. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quick pass, the catch is made. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. He keeps it on the design run. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up when there's first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Looking to score the one to the right side. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. And it's a direct snap. Touchdown, Auburn. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense could not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On the move now. Looking to scramble now. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Second down, we're going to throw it. Grabbed by the receiver. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's picked off in the end zone. Could take it all the way. One more big play to wrap up this game. What a great effort all game long by the defense. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.